is Cheryl. Welcome back to More Pirate Makes. And today we're going to talk about sewing challenges. Last week, as many of you know, I finished up the Barden dress, which was my first pick for my fabric roulette this year. I'll drop a video down below about fabric roulette. But basically, it's this really great challenge where you pick some sort of unloved fabrics from your stash and like randomly choose one and then sew it up. And I had 4 such fabrics in my stash. And so last week I finished the Barden dress from my first fabric, which was a Hello Kitty fabric. It went okay. I still haven't decided whether or not I like the Barden dress and I'm going to keep it that way, or if I'm going to cut it up and make it into a top and a separate skirt. It got a lot of compliments on my last video, but at the same time, I think that the camera does hide some of the flaws that are pretty obvious in person, especially with the gathering. Anyways, like I said, I'm still undecided. And so now we have to pick the fabric for the next part of the challenge, the next fabric. So here we go, we're spinning the wheel. And the fabric that was chosen is Pikachu fabric. So this is a Halloween Pikachu print. We got it at Joann's, probably 7 years ago. I think that there's 2 yards. The note, I tend to put a tag with the number of yards and then like my ideas for the fabric. And it is for my husband. Pikachu's his favorite Pokemon. This Pikachu Halloween fabric is so cute. This is a pretty good time to start making a top for Halloween. I don't have that many men's patterns. The ones that I do are mostly for knits. So I searched around online, and Mood Fabrics has a unisex button-up shirt for wovens. It's called the Karya shirt. Not really sure. Karya shirt. And so that is what I'm going to be making for him with this fabric. I need to retake his measurements. It's been a while since I measured him. And then I haven't sewn for him enough to really know what kind of adjustments he needs. So I'm just going to sew it up and cross my fingers that it fits. It is super cute, and I know he will wear it a lot once it's done. So that's it for the fabric roulette. So the next challenge that I'm doing this month is Pattern Hackathon. This is hosted by Chris at Unsocial, as was the last challenge, the fabric roulette. And Pattern Hackathon is all about using the patterns that you already have and making them fit whatever vision you have in your mind. It's broken down this year into like 4 categories, 1 category per week. I don't remember all the categories off the top of my head, but I will be entering the Barden top. Since that pattern's originally a dress and I made it into a top, it does count as a hack. And I will be entering that into the Keep It Stupid Simple Kiss patterns category because there's less than 10 pattern pieces. And then I do want to do 1 more entry, and that is going to be using this striped fabric I thrifted a couple weeks ago. It was also in my summer sewing plans. I'm going to use the Made for Mermaids Heidi scoop neck top pattern and hack it into a sweetheart neckline. I think this is going to be pretty simple and quick because it's going to be a little crop top. And then I still have some summer left to wear it. This will be my second entry. I'm going to sew that up this week because it is almost the end of July, if you can believe it or not. And then the third and final sewing challenge that I've made progress with is my Sew Lucky Jar. This is hosted by 21 by Diana on Instagram. It's a really great sewing challenge, I think, where you take patterns that have been kind of neglected from your stash and you randomly choose one. The pattern that I chose earlier this year was Vogue 1478. I had intended to do this long one, and I was looking for fabric pretty similar to this. I did not find fabric because, in case you didn't know, I mostly thrift my fabric. But what I did find is this set. It's a quilt and 2 pillows. I paid $4 for this. And how pretty is it? It's kind of quilted. So it's a full set full-size quilt and then these 2 pillow shams. And I know that it's a very different vibe from what the model is wearing, but I couldn't pass this up. It's so pretty. It's ocean themed, which is totally my jam. So I'm going to make the jacket out of this, and I'm just going to make it as long as I can. If I can't get the full length, I will just have a shorter jacket. And I thought this was a duvet cover, but it's not. So I was debating whether or not I should look for a separate lining or just kind of wing it. But the pattern instructions in here include if you line it or if you don't line it. And there are also a lot of tips for adjusting the pattern to fit your body, which I think is really cool. So I started reading through the instructions last night, and I'm going to finish that up maybe today or tomorrow. I don't normally read through patterns, but there's just so much info in here that I really feel like I should read it. I've also never made a jacket before, so I am looking forward to this. It's probably going to look like a big house coat. I don't care. That's fine. The point of this jacket is mostly to walk the dogs in the cooler evenings and stuff. I don't know that this will make it through to winter, but I can definitely wear it in the fall and in the early winter. And then I was thinking, since I have these pillowcases, I might make a matching coat for Darwin because I think that would be so cute. So those are the 3 sewing challenges that I've been working on. And because I just thrifted this, I figured we could end off with a little thrift haul. And it is a little thrift haul. So I got this, the quilt and the 2 pillowcases, again for $4. What a steal. This is like my dream fabric. I know that it's not quite my colors, but I couldn't resist it. And then the second piece of fabric I found was this beautiful red, I don't know, satiny fabric. It's also 2 yards, and I just thought that this was going to be a really great dress or top for the autumn and the winter. It's got really nice drape, really good sheen. I can see this definitely making that top pattern I bought for the summer, but with the thicker straps, and wearing it for a Christmas event or for a date or just, you know, to feel fancy. Another option for this fabric is the pattern that I found, and this is the Simplicity Mimi G 8093. I paid $3 for it, and if you've been following, you might remember this from my last thrift trip where I filmed it, and I didn't buy this pattern. It was still there, so you know I snatched it up. I think this is so pretty. This top, I think, would look pretty in that red fabric, and this would be great, the whole outfit, for work. Or just for, you know, you can mix and match the pieces and dress it up or down, and I just think it's really, really pretty. Yeah, so I got this pattern, and then I also got this pocket guide to crochet. I'm trying to learn to crochet. I crocheted a top earlier in the year, and I crocheted a blanket last year, but I'm kind of struggling. The next thing I want to crochet is more complicated, and guides online seem to kind of vary, so I thought this was cool. It's laminated. It's just got all the basic stitches, like really basic stitches, which I do need help with, and I just thought for $1 to have this in my project bag to pull out and reference when I needed it would be awesome. Oh yeah, the red fabric I paid $6 for. So it's 44 inches wide and 2 yards according to the tag. Let me know down below if you're doing any pattern challenges this month. If you're doing pattern hackathon, let me know what you intend to make. Next week I should have this finished and probably nothing else. It's still really, really hot. It's 88 degrees in the front room right now. It's too hot to sew. So I have not been. That's okay. We're supposed to get some rain, and hopefully that'll cool it down. But until then, I'm hiding from the heat. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I randomly post videos. That's it for me. I'll see you next time.